Joining us this evening, Vivek Agnihotri, film director, Amit Malviya, spokesperson of the BJP and also IT cell head, who said that this is also, there is a civilizational aspect to it, and Amit Raina, spokesperson, roots in Kashmir and Kashmiri activist. Namaste, gentlemen. We have not made it a debate, we have not made it a firefight and a tu-tu-mai-mai, because the facts of the case themselves have not been highlighted. Vivek Agnihotri ji, did the Nadimarg Massacre form a part of your Kashmir Files among the very pages that you turned in terms of research?
Yeah, first of all, thank you, Anand, for holding this discussion. It's very, very important. And if you know the climax of the Kashmir Files, we showed Nadimarg Massacre. Actually, you know, we diluted the whole thing because it's so barbaric and it's so gruesome, inhuman. It's impossible for any sensible person, anybody with any kind of emotion or empathy to even be able to picturize it. We couldn't. When we did it, there were like 400-500 people. Everybody was stunned. You know, these people came dressed as army. They went to the police station. They said, we are Indian army and we have to protect Kashmiri Pandits. And therefore you leave this, and they took all their arms and ammunition. And then they killed 24 people one by one. And there was a little child also, I think,
2-year-old.
2-year-old child. And then they, about 800 meters they went ahead and they heard the child crying. And they came back all the way and then they shot the child. Who would do something like this? But the problem is, this is a human tragedy. Okay, anybody, 6 were killed, 6 were also killed by these terrorists. Every tragedy, any nation which fails to document, catalog, and remember these tragedies has no right, has absolutely no right to call itself secular or democratic or liberal or anything. And which is why I fought with the world and showed this. But then you know what happened as an aftermath. Then Arvind Kejriwal called it a jhuti kahani. For him, Nadimarg Massacre never happened. Rahul Gandhi, on his instruction, all Congress party members, senior members, some of the senior most members called it propaganda. Some my friends in Bollywood, they said this film must not go to Oscar. Now, what is their compulsion that they deny that it happened? Genocide deniers, I understand. They don't want the world to know about it. What is their interest? I'm failing to understand. There are people from roots of Kashmir. Amit ji is there, you are there. Even I want to understand what is their compulsion. Are they agents of terrorists? Why do they want to stop the world to know the tragedy and the killing of our own brothers and sisters? Or under the garb of secularism, they have decided that not even one person from the minority community, nothing should happen to them, even if we have to sacrifice all Hindus, it's fine. And I'm saying it very bluntly, very, very, because I'm researching right now on Mopla, Genocide and Direct Action Day. I'm not being able to sleep. I think by the end of it, I may go insane. Not because these genocides took place, that anyways very barbaric, but why as an aware citizen of India, even a person like me, who takes pride in believing that I'm so socio-politically aware, even a person like me doesn't know the kind of inhuman barbaric things which were taken in the name of religion, even in Mopla 100 years ago, Direct Action Day, and same thing has happened in Kashmir. So why they don't want the world to know? Please enlighten me.
No, and before I go across to Amit Raina to take this forward, and then also Amit Malviya, it's just the three of you gentlemen, so we'll just talk about it in detail. See, there are many who are watching the broadcast, and they are saying March 23rd, 2003, March 2000, you had Sikhs in Hola Mohalla who were again gunned down. 35 Sikhs were massacred. And once again, that was the first time that these people did this. The terrorists started dressing up as the Indian Army personnel, coming up in army fatigues and killing people. And this is again Chhattis Singhpura, the massacre which happened, and they're saying, how can we forget that? So at all points in time, these massacres are not part of social consciousness. This is not taught in textbooks. It's just brushed under the carpet, Amit Raina. Why is it that we do not know what has been perpetrated on us?
See, we for 30 years have been telling this nation that you need to understand that there is a civilizational onslaught that is happening on this nation. And that is a jihad that is being waged against this nation. Now, today, Sar Tan Se Juda has become a norm. It has become now norm in India, which was norm in Kashmir in 1990.
And this is not the only massacre which has gone unpunished. Every massacre in Kashmir has gone unpunished, whether it was the Doda massacre, whether it was Chatti Singpura, whether it was Vandhama, or whether it was Sangrampura and Nadimarg. It is thanks to this government, at least after the application of Article 370, that they went and pursued with the legal authorities and got the case reopened. Otherwise, this case was as good as closed. So that is definitely the first benefit that has happened out of application of Article 370. Otherwise, every establishment in Jammu and Kashmir was interested in getting cases closed, which were against on crimes that were committed against Kashmiri Hindus. So that is why you do not have a single conviction in last 32 years on any killing that has happened in Kashmir. And you do not have any conviction will happen in this country also for killings that have happened in Udaipur and attacks that have happened in the rest of India because there's a certain section which is now trying to copy what is happening in Kashmir and spread it to the rest of India. So it is a wake-up call for rest of India that they need to realize that what has happened in Kashmir in past 32 years is now getting spread to rest of India, and that is most worrying. So and people still call me. This morning, a gentleman from London sent me a message saying that, can you tell me Kashmir Files is true or not? So this is the level. So you have multiple reports. You have books written on Kashmir. We have TV debates. You regularly have been highlighting Kashmiri Hindu massacres in J&K, Hindu massacres in J&K, and still people. This afternoon, I got a message from London from a gentleman saying that I saw Kashmir Files. Can you confirm it is true or not? So that's the level of awareness, and we unfortunately have not woken up from the slumber as a community. When I say community, as Indians, as Hindus, we have not woken from slumber, and we will, by the time we'll wake up, it will be too late because it will be at our door. It is already at our door. We already have seen Razakars controlling Hyderabad again. Who could believe that you could have Sar Tan Se Juda happening in heart of this India at Hyderabad? So if we do not, and I've been saying this for the last 30 years, if you do not ensure quicker delivery of justice on killings of minorities across country, especially in Jammu and Kashmir, you are condoning the crimes. You are in fact promoting. You are in fact somewhere giving hope to the people who commit these crimes that this country's legal system, this country's government, this country's executive is not willing to prosecute you and make you pay for the crimes you have committed. So welcome decision from Jammu and Kashmir High Court, especially in 2011 when it was dismissed by a judge who has a political affiliation. I think today's judgment is quite welcome, and I hope the country wakes up and ensures that there's a justice delivered to people in Jammu and Kashmir.
It's not